So I'm like having an interesting conversation with God this morning, but like I might as well. It's just about like some of the things. No, I don't even fucking want to put it out there. I don't really want to do any videos about any fucking thing because nobody cares, frankly. So why, you know? But I was just going through and listing things that had happened to me. That woman, I forget what her name is. Her mother had Munchausen by proxy really bad. And she nearly killed her. So this young girl kills her mother. Forget what her name is. But she was just like released from prison not too long ago. But my mother, such a fucking cunt. My mom, a total fucking crazy bitch too. My mother knew, and my mother knew well. She knew better. My mother took me the day after I was born. She took me down to a well-known area. Can you please get back? Get back. And a well-known area in Santa Barbara, and she put me in the ocean water. It wasn't just ocean water. There had been a big storm, which there usually is in March. There's always a fucking storm on my birthday. Like, it always rains. Always. Like, for years. Like, for probably the last 30 years of my life. It's rained on my birthday. Every year. But my mom, and she, like I said, she knew better. She took me and dunked me in this waterhead, like, oh, you know, not just my legs or my body, my whole body. Like, you know, my lower body, no, my whole body. I contracted bacterial meningitis, which is part of the reason my teeth are ruined. It just destroyed my immune system in so many ways. And I spent the next, I mean, like, severely, I fought for my life for that first year. There was a doctor in town, he's retired since, but his name is Larry Monsbach. I don't know if he's still alive, but he was a very famous pediatrician in this area in Santa Barbara. He used to call me his miracle baby because I wasn't supposed to live by anyone's standards. I wasn't supposed to live. True story. I wasn't supposed to make it. Like, at all. And if I did live, I was supposed to be horribly disfigured, have learning disabilities, hearing and sight problems. I mean, I was not supposed to be okay at all. I wasn't supposed to be able to walk, talk, hear, have like reading comprehension, nothing. I mean it. Like, this is the truth. I was told this many times. And not just by him either, by a lot of people I saw. Different pediatricians. I went to like a lot of ENTs, ear, nose, throat specialists, because my ears, I still have a perforation in my left ear from it. And this is what Munchausen by proxy does to parents. It makes them make their kids sick for intention and whatever the fuck else. I don't really know. It's a fucking personality disorder, psychological disorder. I don't know exactly which one it is. I'm not a doctor, so I don't diagnose people, but I do know that it's very sick and twisted. It's almost sadistic, but like masochistic for them. It's very odd. It's very strange. But anyway, that's what my mother did to me. True story. My mother also, and if you do a background check on me, you'll find this. My mother also claimed that I tried to kill her. Like, maybe I should have, but no, I didn't. It's not, you know, she's such a fucking bitch, though. She's fucking insane. And that happened because I got in an argument with her because we were both living on the street. We were homeless. And my mom was so high on God knows whatever the fuck she had ingested that night. All her pills and every fucking thing else. But she was so high that night that when the police came by, because we were sleeping on the street out in front of the what's it called, the bowling greens on I think it's Bath Street. And I think there's got to be like some police record of this too. Actually, no, there isn't. Because they didn't. Wait, yeah. I can't remember if I got a ticket there. Yeah, I did get a ticket there. So there would be a record of it that I got a ticket there. Because I paid it. Please get back. And, so it would probably be, I don't know if that would be on a background check. I don't know, whatever. But I'm just saying it happened. There's proof of it. And she was so fucking high, I couldn't wake her up. Like, I couldn't wake her up to get her up because the cops were nice enough to say, you know, look, we'll come back in an hour or so, and if you're, you know, still not moved, we'll give you a ticket. But if you've moved, you know, like, you know what I mean? They were being cool. Like, they could have just given us a ticket right there, you know, and they didn't. So I was trying to get in the back, please. So I was trying to get her up to fucking move her dumbass. And she was so depressed because my fucking bitch ass sister, who's still, and I don't care how many times she smiled at you. She used to smile at me a lot too, and then she fucking tried, and then she told everybody that I beat her every day of her life when we were growing up. I'm like, how did I get away with that? Well, you know what? I have 2 friends from elementary school that still remember her, that remember it all. And they have the same question for her. Because there's no way. My mom would have killed me, first of all. I mean, my mom probably would have killed me. Like, you know, it's taken me out back with the rusty shotgun and shot me. Like, it's not a joke. My mom was able to break one thing in the generational curses, and that was the beating, the fucking, like, hitting. I never did that. There were times when we would go into Long's drugstore, and I was all of 5 or 6 years old. I'm not kidding. At the time. And my brother and sister always wanted toys. I never got a fucking toy. Ever. Never got one. And, they would scream. You know, because I couldn't get this toy. Because my mom couldn't afford it. She just couldn't. And if she could, she didn't want to spend the money on that. You know what I mean? And I would squeeze their arms to get them to shut up. And why would I do that? Well, because I was the one who got spanked when they didn't behave. Oh yeah, true story. There was one time when I was 15 years old. I don't know how much. Well, that would have made my sister like 11 or 12 or something. No, I was 17, excuse me. I was 17 years old. I had purchased a very nice pantsuit for myself because I was working. I was going to work every day and school. Oh, yeah. College at 17. I was going to college and I was working. And my mother decided, well, I was gone for the day, or I don't remember what I was doing. But my mother let her wear this thing. And my fucking dumbass alcoholic, to this day, still an alcoholic piece of shit, asshole, big old fat bitch, fucking took my fucking pantsuit and ruined it by spilling red wine on it. Yep. True story. And then when I punched her because she told me to go fuck myself and said that mom gave her permission, they both knew full well that this was bullshit. And it was gaslighting, it was lies, it was all of that. This is the kind of treatment I got from my sister. True story. I never beat my sister. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking bold-faced, outright motherfucking lie. Never beat her. That day, I punched her right in her dumbass fucking face. Yeah, because she did it on purpose, and then she used my mom for cover. And she ruined my outfit. She didn't pay a fucking dime for it. She's a fucking cheapskate bitch to this very day. Does she give a fuck that her sister, who raised her, is out on the fucking street? No. She will never even admit that I fucking had a hand in raising her. Nope. I paid all that money for shit for her dumbass fucking kids. Fuck you, Kirby. You're a fucking bitch of a next fucking level. Worse than our mother. Oh yeah, and definitely more crazy. By far. Like, totally fucking opera rocker. Total fucking bitch. Totally fucking lies. Total fucking liar. And just like overall not a good person. Like, I don't really know what happened to her. I don't really care. But these are the reasons why she stays away from me. because she knows what a piece of shit she is. She knows. When our brother died, the first thing that fucking dumb cunt said was, how am I ever going to get anything done without him? Which is appropriate because she used him as a slave, as her slave. I'll be back. Thank you. What are they? Are they handkerchiefs? They're cool. The guy in the store just gave me these. I don't really know what they are, but they look really pretty. I like the color. So, yeah. It looks like a handkerchief. Yeah, that's what my sister did. Ooh, it's silky. That's really nice. I like that. Thank you. I don't know his name, actually. Yeah, so that's my sister. Let's see. Get in the back, please, honey. Let's see. Chuck, my ex from, that I met at El Carrillo, he had me put out on the street because he said that I hit him. I never hit him. I swear to God, I never did. Well, the thing you've got to ask yourself at this point, oh, excuse me, is why, why would she tell us all of this? Why would I tell you all of this? Well, I mean, why would I, right? Because not all of these people are dead. So you could verify the story, or, whatever. I mean, they will lie to you. These people will lie to you. My sister told me a very long, drawn-out story about, get back, please, about this antique stove that we had at our place on San Pascual. Get back. I'm telling, she says I bashed her head into this antique stove. Never did any such fucking thing. She said I was 10 years old when I did this. What? I cannot. And there's absolutely no reason why that would have started then either. Which, I mean, is another thing about her story that makes no sense. My sister... Now, let me just give you a little look into her fucking mental health for just a quick sec. My sister sits there on the couch, right, and this is right after my brother had died. And I say my brother, not hers, because she never had a fucking hand in helping him with any fucking thing, ever. She never helped him with anything. Never helped him with his homework. She was never there for any of us. Me, my mom, my brother. She washed her hands of us when she was 16 years old. And then started going around, and that's when it started. She was 16 when she started telling everybody that I beat her. Would you please? That I beat her every day while she was growing up. I'm like, what planet are you from? I mean, like, where does that even come from? I don't even know what universe she's from. Anyway, she's not a fucking starseed. She's a fucking reptilian fucking bitch. Fuck. I mean, I'm not even kidding about that, though. She's a fucking psycho. And she's really good at pretending she's not. And I'm not even kidding. I didn't know. For like 20 years, I didn't know that my sister was telling people this. I had no idea. The Solbergs, so many people, Ana Munoz, all these people believed her. And it just never even happened. I never beat her? Okay. No. We didn't even get in, I didn't even hang out with my sister. I didn't even play with her. So, like, when did this happen? But my sister has fucking stories. She's got one story she's told me about some amorphous time. She doesn't even fucking remember it properly because we weren't living at, please get back. I'm tired of that. Stop. I don't like it when you do that. It's unsafe. See, the thing is, we hadn't even moved in to that house by the time I was 10. She's got the ages wrong. She had the house wrong and everything. So it's like her and my mom got together before my mom died and concocted some fucking story or like talked shit about me. And I can't even tell you, when I was living with my mother and my brother, I used to be brushing my teeth, and my teeth were bad then, but they weren't as bad as they are now. And I would hear my mom and my brother in the front room saying things like, why is she brushing her teeth? Like, what? I mean, look at those rotten teeth in her mouth. Why is she brushing those? This was how my family treated me. And like, now with this like spiritual awakening shit, these people threw me to the wolves so many times. Like, outright tried to have me killed. I'm not kidding about that. And I'm not paranoid either. This is the truth. These are not good people. My mother, my brother, why are they all dead and I'm alive? That's a good question. I'm not kidding at all. Like, I'm not some hysterical, fucking paranoid, schizophrenic person. Like, the thing with Subaru, and I know it sounds crazy about having some kind, like, tracking the car, but these people had everything to fucking gain. You know, and I know it sounds like a weird digression, but you have to understand that this has been a pattern in my whole life. I don't think I've ever had anybody in my life that just didn't fuck me over in one way or another, whether I knew about it or not. I'm not kidding when I say that. Like, I'm not just saying that. I know I've said some crazy things on this channel. I know that people probably have their own fucking opinions about me or whatever, and like, you're fucking entitled to it, or you think you're entitled to it, but like, go on ahead. I don't care. I have mastered, after 4 decades of bitch ass fucking lying piece of shit people, I have mastered the fine art of not giving a fuck what anyone thinks. And then on top of that, I can spot you fucking abusive fucks from a mile away. And I genuinely stay away from you. But there's got to be somebody out in this world that like understands what I'm saying, that like believes me. And, you know, even if it's only Get Back, even if it's only God himself, I don't care. I don't care. But like this morning, like these are just some of the things that have happened to me. My ex fucking had me evicted. He wasn't the only reason I was evicted. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't stop in the middle of the fucking intersection. What the fuck's wrong with you? But like, this is the shit I've been up against my whole life. My whole life. Yeah, my ex, and he says he's still in love with me. Ugh. Dude, forget I ever even talked to you, Charles Watson, you fucking lowly fuck. Total fucking loser. Ugh. And I take full responsibility for that, but like, I was very unhealed. Just put it that way. Do. She wants to smell everything. I was very unhealed when I met him, and he took full advantage of it. He's a total narcissist. Talk to him. He's a fucking total narcissist. But, you know, total psycho narcissist. And you can tell, too, he's not right in the head at all. Not at all. I mean, not even okay. So he took the car, the car that he gave me. I had that car for 7 years. He took it back from me illegally took it back from me, and threw away everything that was inside it. Everything, all of my stuff, Bella's stuff, my grandfather's Bible, just tossed it in the trash, or at least that's what he told people. 21:22 on the clock when I said that. And then he told everybody that I stole the car from him, and I'm like, I just wanted my stuff out of it. I would have given you the car back. But no. Like, that's the kind of shit I've been up against my whole life. And then Michael Wood, the other ex that I have that's in town, that actually talks to me. That motherfucker, oh, he did the same thing. I was staying at his place because I had gotten in a car accident in my BMW. And instead of, like, giving me 1 month, which his roommate totally agreed to, she said, okay, you know, take your time. I mean, it needs to happen. You need to get out. But, like, you know, take your time. Because she understood what I was going through. You know, I had just lost my home. Being in a car accident, you know. I had lost everything. Everything. In one fell swoop. And I was terrified to report it to the police because I was taking prescription medication, and I had already had one experience with prescription medication and cops, which was what landed me on the street in the first place from El Carrillo, because I had been raped there by 2 men. True story, still true story, never changed. Never. It never will change because it's always true. And I landed on the streets, and I've been homeless ever since, on and off ever since, because I can't get housing with I mean, I can eventually, but, like, why would I go back? That's like going back to an abusive ex. Like, why would I go back to housing authority when those are the same people that made sure I was not only on the street, but had no option but to stay on the street for the next 7 years, or leave my own hometown and leave everything, which I didn't really have anything, as I'm obviously explaining. But that's what they did to me. And they didn't even care. They just, like, made it out like I was some horrible person, you know. And I was just like, what did I do besides get raped in your apartment complex? Like, what? 2324 on the clock when I said that. Like, what the fuck? I never did anything to anyone. Like, that's the truth. I really didn't. I didn't harm any other residents there. I didn't, there was nothing. Please get back. There was nothing that I did to anyone to deserve that. I did not deserve that. And I couldn't get housing. I couldn't even put my name on the list for the next 7 years, like a bankruptcy. That's how bad that was. I employed a attorney from California Legal Rural Association, I think it is. Yeah, CLRA. To help me with that. And instead, I got railroaded even harder. My dumbass mom, of course, she thought she was trying to, you know, be helpful, be a mom. Instead of getting up off her fat, fucking lazy ass and coming to check on me, because I lived only a couple blocks from where my mother and brother were living at the time, on Bath Street, Carrillo and Bath, very close. They didn't get up and come check on me, but my mom would, get back, please. Stop doing that. It's not safe. But instead, she called the police, I think twice. And, like, not, you know, for a welfare check to make sure I was okay because I wasn't answering my phone because I was unconscious in my apartment. Like, what? True story. And so I couldn't answer the phone, obviously. And fucking, they used that against me in my eviction notice. The housing authority used that against me. I'm like, I have no, first of all, no control over what my mother does. Over there. Get down. Hi. God bless you. I hope you have a good day. Poor guy standing out in the fucking rain for money. I'm like, that's fucked. I don't care. I don't even have much money. But like, you know, I'll help somebody. Fucking whatever. Because I would want to help. That's why. I would want help. That's why I help other people. Because I don't know how long he's been standing there. Maybe nobody's given him anything. I don't fucking know. Maybe somebody's given him $100. I don't know. But like, either way, maybe it made him feel not so invisible today, you know? Because I've been invisible for years. And it hurts. It's hard. It doesn't feel good. Anyway, there's a lady who used to stay over here, but she's not there anymore. I don't know what happened to her. I hope she's in a warm home, but I don't think she is. I don't even know what was in that money, if it was dollars or $5 or what was in that. It might have been my $10 bill, but whatever, you can have it. And, I mean, I hope it wasn't anything important because it's gone now if it is. But Mike, going back to Mike, you know, that fucking roommate, Terry is her name, I can't remember, Terry Randall, I was staying with them, and I had lost my car was totaled, it was totaled. Get back, please. And, go on, get your window, please. Missy? And, I had, please get back with me. I had lost everything, and these two fuckers, well, Michael started it, but he started telling her that I'm drama, and that I'm a what did he say? I don't remember what he said exactly. He said I'm a troublemaker. It was something like that. She's a troublemaker, and I was like, what do you mean? I don't even know what that means. Like, what do you mean? Oh, like how? Oh, excuse me twice. Oh, ooh, excuse me again. And I mean, I really genuinely didn't know what he meant by that. You know, like, what do you mean, dude? I mean, he was fucking me. He brought me back to his house. He was the one who fucking took me there. And, you know, like, talked her into letting me stay. Of course, that wasn't hard because I do dishes and I clean and, you know, all kinds of shit. So, I mean, there really wasn't any reason to be, like, you know, weird about me. Like, you know, I'm an asset to any living situation. And, then she was telling me, you know, because of him, she was telling me, you know, you have to leave and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I have, you know, you said I have like a month. And then she changed her tune because of him. And I was just like, what the fuck though? I mean, really, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I had nowhere to go. My mother died shortly after that. I ended up staying in a park, or it's called Bonet Park, over on the west side. please get down. Over on the west side, it's barely, I mean, it is a park, but it's not any place you'd want to stay. I stayed over there for 5 days, and it was just July, it was the day of July 4th, and I called my ex, Charles Watson, and begged him for help, because I had nowhere to go. I didn't know what to do, and I had no money. Someone had stolen, I had $200 bills with me, and someone had stolen them out of my stuff. I don't know how they even knew it was there. I don't know. But that's what they took. They took my I was taking prescription medication at the time. They took my medication, and they took my money. And I was done after that. Michael had left me on the street. He had started taking methadone. I was lost. I mean, nobody gave a fuck about me. And, Chuck willingly, took me back because he was still in love with me. But he wasn't done fucking me up yet. Anyway. But, I still talk to that person. And I don't even know why, honestly. There's nothing, this person has nothing to offer me. This person is... I really talk to him because I know I can help him, not because he can't help me. He can't help me with anything. I asked him for a shower last night because I had started my period yesterday morning, and nope, didn't want to give me a shower. Told me it would be that I would appreciate having the shower today, and then I could just wait. And I was just like, are you serious though? And then when I pointed out to him, how ridiculous his statement was to me, he said, oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm just so used to living in my head. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. And then it's like I needed a shower all night. Couldn't really sleep. I was bleeding, obviously. And, just didn't want to give me a shower. It wouldn't have taken more than a couple hours of his time, if that. And still, he just didn't want to let me shower. Well, fuck you. That's what he did to me before with the shower thing. When I first got back into town with Bella, he hangs out with me and my dog, and he said, oh, she's my moo-moo. I'm like, no, she's my dog. 100%, she's not yours. She likes you. But that doesn't mean a fucking thing. My dog likes fucking rocks, and sticks. So, I don't know what that says about you exactly, except that you're not very high up on the totem pole, bro. And it's I'm not angry about these things necessarily. Not itchy nose. I'm not really angry about it anymore. And it's not that I haven't forgiven these people. I've forgiven all of them, and then some. But I will never forget. Never forget. I will never forget. I will forgive. However, I will never forget what these people did to me. And they all did it with no consequences. I mean, none that I got to see, none that I fucking was privy to, none that I, none of it. None of it. They all, the ones that are alive, all still have roofs over their heads. All of it. All of it. And it boggles the fucking mind how these people, still function in this world, except that they're all lying pieces of shit, including my own fucking sister. Thank you. And they're utterly fucking lost people. Not one of them believes in God. Get back, please. And if they do, it's all fake. It's all fake. Totally fucking bullshit fake. And I just and this is my life though, and so what? I got recognized for one time in my life. One time I got recognized for being a hero, because I am a fucking hero. I've been like that my whole life. I've always helped other people. I've always gone out of my fucking way to help other people. Always. Always out of my way. I don't go out of my way to hurt people. That's true. I don't go out of my way to hurt people. They go out of their way to hurt me. And I never really understood it, you know, like why? Like one time, you know, for the car and everything, and then Subaru screwed me on that. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck everybody. And this is part of the reason why I have this attitude. It's not some fucked up trauma response, you know, that I don't know how to get over it or whatever. But like, I'll be damned if I'm going to pretend that these people are good people. Any of them. I don't care if you gave me a house. If you did some other such shit to me, you're a bad person. Like, I'm not gonna say that you aren't just because you did something nice for me one time. Fuck you. The fucking people at Subaru outright lied to me, told me to lie to my insurance company to get the sunroof fixed that I didn't break. Like, I didn't break it. True story. I have the text in the phone that I'm videotaping with right now to prove that. Like, you know, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's alright. It's alright. Nobody cares. No, it's not alright, actually. It's not alright that nobody cares. It's not alright. It just shows the level of bullshit, get back please, that I've lived with in my life. That I continue to live with, apparently, because I don't even know why, honestly. I mean, I really genuinely don't know what to say about it anymore. But this is my whole life, and it's all the truth, all of it. Like, and that's just like one part of the truth. Can I get back? Oh, I just want to get the fuck out of here. So I drive around in my car, and I'm sure I look like I'm talking to myself, to anyone who sees me driving, but like, you know, again, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Because why should I? This is my whole life. From the time I was born, my father didn't want me, because my mother lied to him. She was taking birth control, and she forgot it that weekend. Like, nobody does that, you know? They were engaged to be married, apparently. I don't even actually know the whole true story. My father's dead now, so I can't, and he wouldn't talk to me anyway. Because of her. Not because of me, because of her. And not because of anything I ever did, of course. Because of her. And her he knew she was psycho. Like, she really was, too. And, so he disowned me because of it. Because of her. Had nothing to do with me. Never did. Of course, like, as a child, like, what could I ever have done? But that's what happened all the same. My own father didn't want me. And not so much because he didn't want me. It was because of her. He just didn't want a child, is the fact of the matter. He just didn't want a kid. He wasn't ready, whatever the fuck his reasoning was, I don't know. His family is Catholic, and, you know, a child out of wedlock and everything kind of thing. But instead of, like, marrying her, I honestly don't know what all happened there, is the truth. I honestly don't know. I was told a bunch of stories, but my mom was such a fucking liar till the day she died. Like, my mom seriously tried to have me put in prison for trying to save her from getting like an $800 ticket that night. Get back. My mom had so many mental health issues. I mean, unresolved mental health issues. I cannot. Like, the amount of fucking drugs and alcohol and shit that my mom was into when she died. Like, see, what most people don't know about my mother accusing me, get back please, of trying to kill her. What they don't know about that is that, here, I gotta put her in her seatbelt thingy. Please get back. Okay, here, we gotta clip you in. You're jumping in the front too much. What most people don't know about my mother accusing me of that is that she accused her best friend, Paz Cifuentes. People called him Bear. He's around Santa Barbara, kind of like a Santa Barbara fixture kind of person. For years, big Indian man in a wheelchair. He had spent the night with her at a Motel 6. And see, if anybody actually did the digging to look at these things, you'd find out what I'm saying is true, 100% true. She accused him of trying to kill her. You know, this is the kind of thing, most people don't look this stuff up. They don't look for further, the actual reason why a thing happened. They just look at, see that it happened, and then they think they know the story. It's not true. My sister and her fucking illness, untreated mental illness. The first thing my sister said when I saw her in the hospital, she had taken a black Sharpie pen and written the names of all 3 of her children on my brother's chest above his heart. Why would you do that? That is such a mental thing to do. Why would you do that? Totally fucking possessed person. Possessed. So then, and the first thing she says to me when I walk in the fucking room, first of all, it seemed like she was posing for a Kodak moment. I'm not even kidding when I say that. It was so surreal. Not only the fact that my brother was lying on the bed dead, but the fact that she had written the names of all 3 of her children above his heart on his with a black Sharpie pen. Even the hospital staff remarked to me that this was very odd behavior, and I said, yeah, I have to agree with that. And then she says to me, in a totally posed picture, like she was posing for a picture, it was so weird, on her part, totally fucking psycho, but like, she says to me, how am I ever, and I quote, how am I ever going to get anything done without him? My sister used him for babysitter, fucking house cleaning, fucking my sister. Half sister. That's what she did to him. And her husband allowed it all to happen. Her husband's an alcoholic too. So, watch out for the fucking addicts. The alcohol, the drugs. I don't care if it's prescribed. It's drugs. I don't give a fuck. What anyone says, that's what it is. It's addiction. 100%. There's no, ifs, ands, or buts about it. And, these people get away with these kinds of things because people like me get so beaten down in our lives. We don't speak up, and when we do speak up, we're not believed. Nobody believes us. So why even talk about it? Later that day, I'm sitting on my sister's couch with her best friend, Jillian Jacobs. And this girl knew her. Jillian's not insane. Jillian has her issues, but I don't think she's insane like my sister. And we're sitting on the couch. And my sister's talking about some pillows that she made, or a pillow that she made in home ec class at her junior high, Santa Barbara Junior High. It's the junior high she went to. And I went to La Cumbre, so in Santa Barbara. So Santa Barbara city of Santa Barbara, I went to La Cumbre Junior High. My sister went to Santa Barbara Junior High. So we're sitting there and my sister's telling this whole story about how she and my mom went to the fabric store and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. That's not how that happened. I had home ec at La Cumbre. They didn't even offer it at Santa Barbara High School, or Santa Barbara Junior High. They didn't even offer home ec. They had gotten rid of it out of Santa Barbara Junior High. So there wasn't even actually a class offered at excuse me, running, or no, it's not running, but it's itchy. I know it's itchy. It's they didn't even offer home economics classes, which is like they teach you how to like cook, clean, sew, and that kind of shit. They didn't even offer it at Santa Barbara Junior High. They offered it at La Cumbre, but so we're sitting on the couch, and my sister is telling this whole story. But it's my memory. It's my story. It's mine. Like, that happened to me. I went to the fabric store with my mom. I know for a fact that's what I did. I picked out that particular fabric because I thought it was pretty. I liked the green corduroy. And I had some extra fabric from making, because I had to make a bag, like a drawstring bag is what it was. Oh, Jesus. Why is my nose so itchy? I had to make a drawstring bag, and like I had to make it in a certain way, and I had a little bit of fabric left over. My sister could never sew to save her motherfucking life, ever. She never did anything like household shit. Never. She never did that. She does it now that she has kids of her own, but like, that was not my sister when she was growing up. My sister didn't give a fuck about doing anything in the house for anyone but herself, and even then she didn't want to do it. She wanted someone else to do it. My sister was horrible that way. She was a slave driver even when she was younger. She'd let you work all day long. She didn't care. She didn't care. My sister's only concerns were being popular and pretty when she was younger. That's all my sister ever cared about. She never gave a fuck about anything else. Nothing. Didn't give a fuck about me, my sister, or me and my brother, my mom. Nothing. Didn't care. To this day, doesn't care. Never did. She has always been like that. And to hear her tell the story, she was the one put out, she was the one. My sister had it easy. My sister was a little daisy compared to fucking me and my brother. And my little sister always very like girly girl, very like kind of a useless person in a lot of ways. Growing up, she was a useless person. She wasn't helpful to the household at all. She didn't care, she just didn't care. She made it her business to not care about us, about herself or the family at all. She just didn't. She spent as much time as she could away. And it wasn't because we had like some horrible home life. She just was more interested in other things, being popular, whatever the fuck her deal was. It was always gossip with my sister. My sister was always a terrible gossip. Horrible. And so we're sitting on this couch, and my sister's telling the story. So finally, I'm sitting there like in utter disbelief at how psycho my sister's mind obviously is at this point. And Jillian chimes in and she says, Kirby, they didn't offer home and economics at Santa Barbara Junior High. She said, because I would have taken the class. They didn't even have it there. True story. So then I'm like sitting there going, yeah, that's true. My sister tells us both that we're wrong. Like, you could Google that. You could Google that. Like, did they offer, home economics in like, I think it was the 90s. It wasn't there. They had taken it out of the school. So my sister's fucking off her rocker. And I mean, like, I asked my psychiatrist at the time, if this was like, what kind of mental illness this was. It was bad. It was a very fucked up, like, dissociative disorder. And, but like, still, my sister lives in a home and she's got everything she could ever need or want, blah, 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 But like, I'm living in a fucking car on the streets with my dog. With no money, no fucking help, no fucking nothing. Nothing. No one that really cares about us at all. Not really. Not that I know of. Nobody. And like, this has been my whole life. You guys, my whole fucking life. Like, I'm not even kidding. So when I hear, tarot card readings, or when I hear prophetic words about, people being sacrificed and all that kind of shit, oh, I believe it. Why? Because it's my story. 100%. I can't make this shit up. Like, the level of deception and deviousness that has gone on in my life because of other people, not even anything I did or was even involved in. This has been my life. So when I wake up on mornings like this and I feel, you know, I wouldn't say like I'm not bitter or angry or resentful towards the people, although I will never trust any of them again. The people who did these things, I know that my life has been more than unfair. Now, I'm living in a world where there's not one person that I know anymore, and certainly nobody that knows me. Even people who might have known me kind of years ago, they don't know me anymore. They don't know who I am today. Nobody takes any time. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, not that I know of. Nobody calls me. Nobody fucking writes. Nobody fucking sends me emails, smoke signals, nothing. Nobody. Like, not at all. Not anyone. And you'd think that, like, somebody might see, like, how talented and how gifted and how, you know, kind and genuine, really genuine person. I'm a really authentic person. I'm just myself all the time. For better or for worse, that's who I am. You'd think that somebody would, you know, help me or give me a chance in my life, you know, like a chance to be something more than a fucking homeless lady on the streets of Santa fucking Boohoo. But no. Nope. So, you know, this is why I keep my, like, happy, you know, tough exterior all the time, because it's not even worth it to show people, like, my softer side. Most of the time, it's not worth it. Because I genuinely don't have any reason to trust that this world is going to be kind to me or helpful to me, or how about just not, like, keep me on the streets and keep me down and treat me like a piece of shit all the time. Like, and I know there are others. I can't be the only one. I can't. It cannot be that. It can't be true that I'm the only one out here, like, living like this, who's been through so much bullshit. So much bullshit. I mean, so much. And I'm supposed to, what, go back to housing? Or what, go to a different state, city, fucking find a, what, an efficiency to live in? I can't fucking afford $500 to live in a fucking anything. You know, not what I'm living on now. And, like, do I want to work? Sure, of course I do. But I'm not going to work for minimum fucking wage. Yeah, no. I you know, like, if I'm going to work and like, make it make sense. I'm not going to go to work and get behind the 8 ball again to fucking struggle more. No. Like, fuck that. Yeah, no. Definitely not. Not doing it. So, you know, like, but it's very difficult to get a job when you don't have a resume. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. I mean, I do have a resume, but it's old. Really old. So, you know, it's very difficult for me. It's been very difficult for me to get employment because of that. And employers aren't much better people. I mean, you know, than my family and friends, whom I've told you some about. I mean, the amount of shit I've been through make anyone fucking toes curl. And yet, still it continues. It doesn't stop. Which is fucked in and of itself. Just, you know, tells you all you need to know about this world, apparently. But, like, you know, I can't even get a shower from the person that I've been really helpful to. My teeth, still fucked. And no, I'm, you know, like, people would be like, well, you know, go here, go there. No. No, I went. There's a place in town called American Indian Health Services that does dental care, and the reason I haven't gone back to them, they wrecked my teeth. I mean, wrecked them. I mean, they did it to me more than once. Is the thing. I mean, I could see if it was like maybe a shitty dentist one time or something, but no, this happened multiple times to me at that dentist office. So no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go back to the same people who fucked me up. Like the same thing with housing authority. Don't want to go back to the same people who made sure I not only landed on the street but stayed on the street for the next 7 years. I mean, I couldn't have gotten housing assistance in anywhere, in any state, city, county, didn't matter, because of what they did, because of them covering up their fucking horrendous and egregious fucking negligence. I mean, even though, you know, maybe they weren't responsible for the 2 men who raped me in my apartment. I didn't even know. One of them I didn't even know. Never even met him. Didn't even know him. The other guy I kind of knew. I mean, I knew who he was at least, but the other young man, I had no idea who he was. I mean, he lived there, but I didn't know him. I never talked to the guy. Never even talked to him. Certainly never invited him into my apartment. Didn't invite the other guy into my apartment. How could I invite anyone in my apartment when I'm fucking unconscious? And then housing authority covered it up, made sure that I stayed on the street. And like, I'm supposed to go back to that? I'm supposed to go back to that? No, I'm not some unhealed, codependent fucking wimp. No fucking way. No fucking way. I will never. No. No. I'd rather die on the fucking streets with my dog than fucking go back to that. Ever. Those people are horrible people. I can't imagine that they're good in any fucking way, shape, or form because of what they did to me. I mean, my mom didn't stand up for me. My brother didn't. Nobody did. And I had I still have a huge case to sue the fuck out of them. Does anybody want to even listen to me? Nope. Nobody. The house that was stolen from me in Nipomo, those people belong in prison for the rest of their lives for what they did to me. And I can prove it. I can prove what they did to me. Did anyone listen to me about that? Nope. Nobody. People made out that I was crazy and on drugs and fucking everything. And it's like, you know what? Even if I am crazy and on drugs and every fucking thing else, do I deserve to be tortured because somebody wants property and real estate? No, nobody deserves that. I don't give a fuck what anyone's done. You don't deserve that. No. But that's what happened to me. And did anyone stand up for me? Did anyone help me? No. Nobody did. Nobody. So, you know, like, there's so much injustice in my life. There has been so much injustice in my life. Just, you know, people will do great things and then they'll turn around and discard me. Like, no, just fucking gone. And I'm just like, and I'm always the one, because I'm the one that takes accountability and responsibility for things. I'm always the one left holding the fucking bag, you know? So yeah, I stay away from people. I stay as happy as I can. I don't trust anyone, really. I mean, nobody that I know. I'm sure I can trust people. It's just simply I haven't come around or come across anybody who's worthy of the amount of trust, the level of trust that I can and will give people. Because obviously, as I've explained through this last hour, I've trusted people, all kinds of people in my life, and this is what they've done. You know, I still live with rotten teeth in my head. I fast regularly all the time because I don't have money to buy food every day. And the shitty food that they fucking serve us at the parks, it's gross. It's gross. Half of the time, by the time they're done praying and getting all set up to serve us, these churches don't they're serving us cold food. It's cold by the time they give it to us. I'm like, maybe you could say your 15-minute prayer at home while the food's still in the oven. I mean, I don't know, but they do it for themselves. They don't do it for us. They're not there to give us food. They're there to salve their fucking conscience. You see what I'm saying? Because I've attended that church, that particular church that does feed people at the park. I've attended that church, and those people, they don't honestly give a fuck. They don't. And I don't care what anyone says. It's just not. That's just not. You don't stand there and they all talk amongst themselves too. They don't talk to us. They all talk amongst themselves and have their little prayers and everything else while our food is getting cold. It's like, the fuck though? Fucking, it's hypocrisy at its best, really. And we're supposed to be grateful. It's like, well, you know what? If you wouldn't it's so convoluted. It's so fucked up. And nobody says anything, nobody thinks, nobody's standing there thinking, and there's 7 of them from the church, standing there talking amongst themselves. And they don't ever think hey, maybe we should shut the fuck up and serve the food so that these people don't have to eat another cold meal. The thinking is so wrong. It's so wrong. But no, they'll stand there and feel good about themselves. And it's just you guys are thanks for cooking and all, but please pull head from ass. Get your shit together and fucking serve the food before it's freezing cold again. It's always like this. This is a running theme with these people too. It happens every time. So I stopped going there because of that. Because I don't want to eat cold food. I'd rather not eat. Thanks. And they serve the same thing. They've served the same thing multiple weeks in a row. And I'm like, it's just not worth it. Same thing with my teeth. I'm not going to go back to the dentist who fucked me up multiple times to what? To get my teeth yanked out of my head, and then what? And then what? Not have any fucking orthodontic care? I mean, which is what I really need is orthodontic care. Nope. It's not covered by my insurance. My dental insurance doesn't cover it, so I sit with the fucked up teeth. And I have a beautiful smile. I always had a beautiful smile. Nobody cares. I mean, that's what I keep telling myself, because that's what actually makes me feel better. Rather than think that people are just horribly cruel and, fucked up in their heads and hearts. It's easier for me to believe that, either people don't know about what's happened to me and how my life has gone, or, they simply don't care, which is easier to believe, I think, than people actually knowing and still not doing anything. But I don't expect anything. I expect nothing or worse, because that's what I've gotten in my life. And also because that's what people keep showing me. It's not just because, it's been a trauma response for me most of my life to believe that people don't care. But it's also just been easier. It's less effort for me to believe that people are just, ambivalent or, not ambivalent, but apathetic about my plight, and always have been, including my own mother was. So why wouldn't everybody else be, kind of thing. And I know that there are good people out in the world. I know that there are. I know that there are people who have been through similar things as me and are still fighting. I know that that haven't given up like me. I don't give up. And yet Like, still, I have no proof of this, though. I just believe it because it feels better to believe it than to believe that, you know, because I just can't imagine. Like, statistically, I cannot be the only one. My whole fucking bloodline is dead. All of them. They're all dead. Which is, and you can Google this, is a very statistically not only improbable but rare thing for somebody my age from the country that I'm from. Is very rare. It's not normal. It's not normal for somebody like me, my age, and from my, you know, socioeconomic background and everything else, to have been utterly fucking alone in this world. Like, it's not normal. It's not normal, and I know it's not. When you look it up, when you Google it, it's not. It's statistically rare. I need to flip a bit. And that's just the truth. Like, it's really rare. I didn't realize how rare it was. Until I looked it up. And then it was like, oh. You know, now I understand better. But like, my whole life it's been like this. My whole life. What is that over there? True story. All of it. Not just some of it. All of it is true. All of it. So anyway, I just needed to get that out. Love, blessings, compassion to everyone. Even the assholes, including my sister and all these other fucks. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other, because no one's going to do it for us.